Today we will talk about osteoarthritis. Now discuss the epidemiology of the osteoarthritis. It is most common form of the arthritis in the older peoples. 45% develop knee osteoarthritis and 25% of the people develop hip osteoarthritis. The osteoarthritis is common in women with the percentage of 11% and it is present in 8% in the men. The risk factors for the osteoarthritis include genetics, developmental abnormalities, repetitive loading, adverse biomechanics, obesity, trauma, and the hormone. In the genetics, the skeletal dysplasia and the polygenic inheritance play important role, and in the developmental abnormalities, the developmental dysplasia of the hip and the slip femoral epiphyses are included. The repetitive loading, as occur in the farmer, miners, elite athletes, adverse biomechanics include meniscectomy, ligamental rupture, Paget disease, in the hormone estrogen deficiency and aromatase inhibitors play important role in the formation of the osteoarthritis. Now discuss the signs and the symptoms of the osteoarthritis. Its onset is over the months or the year, variable and the intermittent nature over the time as there are good days and the bad days with the disease occur, mainly related to the developmental and the weight bearing bones relieved by the rest, mild morning stiffness less than 15 minutes and inactivity galling less than 5 minutes after rest, usually only one or a few joints painful. Clinical signs include restricted movement due to the capsular thickening and the blocking by the osteophytes, palpable, sometimes audible coarse crepitation due to the rough articular surfaces, bony swelling around the joint margins, deformity usually without the instability, joint lines or the periarticular tenderness, muscle weakness and wasting, mild and the absent synovitis. Mainly the patient of the osteoarthritis present with the bones pain and crepitation, and there is no redness, tenderness, and the erythema. Now discuss the various types of the osteoarthritis according to the bones. The most common osteoarthritis is the knee osteoarthritis. Most of the population affected by the knee osteoarthritis. Second, most common is hip osteoarthritis. Osteoarthritis may also occur in the spine, and there is also nodal osteoarthritis. Now discuss the generalized nodal osteoarthritis. It is presented as the polyarthritis of the fingers, interphalangeal joints. There are present of Herberdon nodes and the Bouchard's nodes. Female predominance is present. It predisposition to the knee osteoarthritis. There is a strong genetic predisposition. In this diagram, we will see the nodal osteoarthritis, and there is the Herberdon nodes and the Bouchard's node. The Herberdon nodes are present in the proximal interphalangeal joints, and the Bouchard nodes are present in the distal interphalangeal joints. Now discuss the knee osteoarthritis. In the knee osteoarthritis, the patient complains pain in the anterior and the medial aspect of the knee. And if the patient presents with the posterior pain, it indicates the complicating popliteal cyst. There is a bony swelling and the crepitation on walking. There is weakness of quadricep muscle, jerky and asymmetrical gait is also present, varus and less commonly valgus knee deformity. In this diagram, it shows the varus knee deformity. Now discuss the hip osteoarthritis. In the hip osteoarthritis, again, it is the antalgic gait that is similar to the knee osteoarthritis, weak and the jerky gait. Weakness and the wasting of the quadricep and the gluteal muscles are present. The pain and restriction of the internal rotation with the hip flexed is the early finding. So in the patient of the hip osteoarthritis, the patient present with the pain on internal rotation with hip flex. There is anterior grown tenderness lateral to the femoral pulse, and fixed flexion and the external rotation deformity of the hip is also present in the hip osteoarthritis. Now discuss the spinal osteoarthritis. The spinal osteoarthritis mainly affect the cervical and the lumbar spine. The pain is localized to the low back region and the neck, and the pain may radiate to the arms, buttock, and the leg, which occur due to the nerve compression. Straight leg raising or the femoral stretch test may be positive in the spinal osteoarthritis. Now discuss the investigations that are done in the patient of osteoarthritis. We will do the X-ray of the affected joints. In the X-ray, it show the focal loss of the articular cartilage, subchondral osteosclerosis, osteophyte formation, and the narrowing of the joint space. We will perform the MRI in case of the nerve compression. ESR and the C-reactive tests are negative, and ANA and the rheumatoid factors are negative in the osteoarthritis. Treatment of the osteoarthritis include lifestyle modification. We will propose the patient to reduce walking the stairs, to reduce sitting downward, to reduce sitting on the knees, and there is also the modification in the weight and modification in the diet, weight control. Proper exercise should be introduced in the daily life. Next, the non-pharmacological treatment include acupuncture, TENS, which is basically the transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation, and then physiotherapy is indicated as a non-pharmacological treatment. In the pharmacological treatment, we will do the NSAIDs to and the intraocular injection of the glucocorticoid to reduce the inflammation. Nutraceutical drugs like glucose, amine sulfate, and chondroitin sulfate are added in the patient life. In the surgery, the joint replacement surgery is done, and this surgery is basically needed in 95% of the patient who develop the osteoarthritis. Follow for more details.